Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a little favourites video for you. I have been so haphazard with these favourites. I kind of want to say it's a spring summer favourites, but it's not really. It's more of a current favourites, but yeah, let's get on with it. Oh, if you want to know what's on my face today, I've got Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette on my eyes. I've got some lashes from eBay. I've got something that I'm going to show you in a bit over a Primark brown lip liner. Elf Baked Blush in Pinktastic is highlight. And then just bronzer and a bit of collection blush and stuff. And I'm trying out the EX1 foundation. Let's get going. So the first thing I want to show you isn't a makeup product. It's this. It's the Vaseline Intensive Care Spray Moisturiser Essential Healing. This is, I'm not sure what the scent is, but it's obviously the yellow bottle. And you just spray it like so. It smells. It sounds like a camera shutter opening to me. Or like Zoom, but it smells nice, it's really good, and I am so lazy when it comes to body moisturising, but I get these horrible little bumps in my arms and it helps whenever I moisturise. So if you hold it far enough away from you, you don't have to rub it in, but if you spray too much, obviously then you have to rub it in. Yeah, it's like I think at the minute it's £4 in Superdrug. Next up I'm gonna go with more non-makeup items. I'm gonna go with food items. As you may or may not know, I have been, I was going to say dieting, but it's not so much dieting as a lifestyle change, as they say. I've been doing Weight Watchers for, everybody keeps friggin' slamming doors. It's like they wait for me to film a video. Anyway, so I've been doing Weight Watchers since about October time. I've lost so far 3.5 stone. So obviously, if you know me, you'll know I'm a massive chocoholic, and there's no way that I'm giving up my chocolate and my treats. It just means I have to scale it back a bit. So two things I have been loving recently. If you read my blog, you'll have already seen this. Oh, drop the other one. I hope it hasn't broken. Anyway, this is a Rocky Rice bar from, I don't know who it's from. Anyway, it's gluten-free, free from artificial flavours, source of fibre, and it's puffed rice cake bar covered in milk chocolate. Now the milk chocolate tastes more like dark chocolate to me. It's 95 calories. If you're doing Weight Watchers, it's 4 smart points. And it's quite filling as well, so I'm really, sorry, holding it upside down, so I've been really loving that. And then the other thing for a little treat are these mini Hershey's Cookies and Cream. Now Hershey's Cookies and Cream is one of my all-time favourite chocolate bars, but these, let me open you, show the size of them individually. Open them for you, that sounds so weird. Laura, you absolute weirdo. Hang on. Not very good at opening things, especially whenever I've been moisturising, but anyway, these are the size. So if you compare it to the Rocky Rice bar, they are teeny, but they come in like 4 little bits, and I find that it is really good for my chocolate craving. Obviously they've got cookie bits in, and these are only 3 smart points, and honestly I love them. Anyway, chocoholic, yes. But I still can because I've lost weight and I continue to do so while eating chocolate. I hate when people are like, oh, I thought you were on a diet. Whenever they see me eating something, I'm like, yeah, I can still friggin' eat. Anyway, that's my rant over. Next thing, if you watch my favourite videos, you know I like to put representative things in for a collection of things I've been enjoying. Speaking of which, from collection, this is the contour kit, Highlight and Sculpt. Now the contour powder for me is not a contour powder, it's a bronzer. It is slightly, hang on, no it's not, it's matte. I've been loving bronzing at the minute. I've been stepping away from contouring. Sorry, my hair's an absolute mess, but sure, that's life. So I'm not really sorry at all. Anyway, I've just been loving bronzing my skin. Contouring, can't be bothered with it. Don't like to have a big stripe. I like, you know, buffing it over the face with a nice fluffy brush on my cheeks and then adding a bit of blush, a bit of highlight. But yeah, really enjoying it. I've been picking this one up probably over others. This and Benefit Hoola. My god, how did I forget that? But obviously I've shown it before, so I thought we'd show this one as a little change. In keeping with the face powder things, I've been loving this MUA Skin Hydro Powder. As you can see, I made a dent in it already. It had a little water droplet shape on it. It's just so smooth. It is very pale, and it would probably, if you were really tanned or darker than I am, maybe give you a bit of a white cast, but it's really good for setting under eyes, and I've been kind of putting it all over my face. In fact, I think this has helped lighten the foundation today. It probably is similar to the Stay Matte. Both of them have talc as the first ingredient, so I wouldn't imagine that they'd be, you know, too dissimilar. But this one just feels less drying. I know it's hydro, I don't know if that's a placebo effect, but it does feel less drying. It maybe doesn't hold up as well as the Stay Matte, but I have to top up the Stay Matte during the day anyway, so, but I've been loving this. And to put it all on with, I've been using this rather dirty multitask brush from Real Techniques. It's really soft, it's really fluffy. I've been using this to put my powder on and then put my bronzer on as well, because it really gives that nice blended out effect, and I'm really enjoying it. Plus it's metallic pink, and I like that, so yeah. Something else that's not makeup related is this. It's my Lacoste Touch of Pink. Now, Matthew's mum bought me this for Christmas, and I wasn't like 100% it's sold on it. I mean, I do like it, and I had it before, but it's very fresh, so obviously in winter months it kind of doesn't feel appropriate almost, because you like, well, I especially like maybe more kind of vanilla spicy scents, you know, like what I like, Hugo Boss Intense and Deep Red. Those are two of my favourite perfumes. If anybody wants to buy my perfume, it's my birthday at the end of the month. Jokes. Anyway, I have been loving this because the sun has come out and this screams summer to me. I'm wearing it today, and it just feels like warm weather, and it feels more appropriate for that, so I've really been loving that recently. I did get Black Opium as a very early birthday present from Matthew, but I've been reaching for this more over it. Black Opium doesn't stay on my skin. Does anybody else have the same issue? I'm gonna stick with face. Obviously you don't put perfume in your face, but we talked about powders. I have a love-hate relationship with this. Now, the reason it's in my favourites is the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid. If I put this on over my primer, you know, my Nivea Express Hydration Primer that I use every day, it just doesn't set or stay or whatever. It's very dewy on my skin. If I put it on over dry skin with nothing in below, it's fine, it stays, because my skin tends to lean quite dehydrated, so it doesn't cling or anything, which is good. But what I have been loving this with is putting half a pump in with 1.5 pumps of my my normal foundation, my Rimmel 24-hour nude, whatever it is, 25-hour lasting finish. And it just gives it that bit more luminosity, that bit more dewiness, that bit more kind of spring summer look to it. I've just been loving it for that. So if you are dry skin and you do want quite a dewy, it's not like wet look, but it's quite dewy, satin finish it says, it's more than a satin finish, foundation from the drugstore, cheaper end, try this one because it is good. I'm going to move on to eyes. Now, I don't have that many eye products. In fact, most of these are brow. But I've been absolutely loving, I've changed up my brows, I really have. But I've been loving the Archery 2-in-1 brow pencil and brush from Soap and Glory. I'm not sure if I showed this in my last favourites or whether I just did a review on this. But in the review I wasn't sold on it. But what I've been loving is filling them in the shape with this. This is in, I think, brownie points. Yeah. It's a tiny little, oh my god, running out, tiny little, you know, pencil, and it's not too heavy or dark. You probably won't be able to see it, but it's not too heavy or dark. And then there's spoolie on the other end, which is really handy. But what I've been loving using that with is the Rimmel Brow This Way. Now, I kind of stayed away from the hype with this because I thought, oh, another tinted brow gel, who needs it? Because I've got my Maybelline one, I had Gimme Brow, but this I love. It's really pigmented. It's more like you know, like a gel that you would use to fill in your brows rather than just to set them. It's in medium brown, this one, if you can see. The only problem I have with this is I have to scrape off like the excess on the top, because a little bit goes a long way. Any more than, you know, the bare minimum kind of makes your your brows clump. Anyway, So I just find it really good, and I have been known to take an angle brush and take off the excess from the shaft of the brush and actually use it to fill in the bits. I've used this on its own and I love it. Honestly, it's really good for a fiver. Like, you can't go wrong, and this is only I think £8. And another thing I've been loving is this. It's the Belle Hypoallergenic Liquid Eyeliner, but it's in brown. Now I don't normally wear brown eyeliner, but this, I don't know, it's like a dark chocolate brown, and I've just been liking it on more, you know, for a bit more of a natural look, because obviously I'm not dark. I dye my hair darker than it is, I put darker eyebrows on, but my lashes, my skin and everything's quite fair. So I've just been loving this recently, and I like the applicator as well. It's like, you know, the hard foam one. Yeah, really enjoying that as well, and it doesn't irritate my eyes or anything, which is always a plus. Then last but by no means least, what I've been loving is for lips. Surprise, surprise, if I didn't have lips in this video, you'd probably think I'd had a bang to the head. And I'm sure I've shown this in a favourites before, but I've got another colour in it. So these are the Sleek Matte Me's. I actually have this one, which is Birthday Suit, on my lips at the minute over that brown lip liner, you know, at the corners and the outside. This is what's in the middle. This is like a very slightly pink nude. And I've had so many compliments this week when I've been wearing this. It dries down, it's liquid to matte, dries down to a matte finish. To me, it doesn't feel overly drying. It's not one of those that goes and stays in place all day. I have had to top it up, but it doesn't go all crumbly whenever I top it up, which is really good. But I also love the flamingo purple, and this is what I wore all the time when I was back home last month. So let me show you. So it's like a magenta kind of colour, and it's really, really lovely on. I love matte lips. I just love them. So, and these are only I think a £5 as well, so really, really affordable. Really enjoying them. Going towards the not so affordable, I've cracked back out my MAC Impassioned lipstick. It's like a very vibrant kind of corally pink. If you can see it there, I think everybody knows what MAC lipsticks are like. It's amplified, I think. Yeah, it's an amplified finish, so still creamy in the lips, but very pigmented and very bright. And again, been wearing it this week with I've got like a skirt that kind of matches it, so like, yeah, I'm matching it to my skirt, I don't know. But anyway, I've been wearing it and I love it, and it just brightens up your whole face and just screams spring summer. The last favourite I have been enjoying, which I probably should have worn with this, but this is the NYX lip liner in Ever 828. And it's just like a pinky nude, like a pinky browny nude there on that side. And it's bog standard, but I just enjoy it. I do. That's all I can say. It stays on, it lasts, it's a nice colour, it's natural, neutral, and I'm enjoying it. So that's everything, I believe. Yeah, I think that's everything. If you have liked it, or if you're enjoying any of those products, or if you want to tell me what you've been enjoying, then give it a thumbs up, comment below, hit subscribe if you're new. Bye!